How many of you know about global warming? And how many of you actually do something to help it? There's really no excuse not to help. There's really easy ways such as recycling. In my personal experience, it's really easy to separate paper products and plastic products, or just throw an aluminum can in a bin and take them all to the recycling plant. Although some don't help the environment or recycle, they really should start. Today, I plan to convince you that we need to start helping our environment. Our environment is under attack. Pollution's definition, according to Webster's dictionary, is making water, air, land, or anything in that nature dirty, unusable, or impure. According to Mick.com, since 1971, our CO2 emissions have increased 2% a year. That's over 86% since 1971. That's a huge difference and just shows you how big of a problem pollution really is. Also, according to the BC Air Quality, the ozone layer is being destroyed. This, of course, is what protects us from the sun's harmful rays. Without this, we are more prone to get cancer or things like that. And it also causes the Earth to warm up, which causes the polar ice caps to melt. It also has direct effects on us. Have you ever gone to the city and actually looked at the air and saw that it was kind of foggy, or it smelled weird, or it was hard to breathe in the city? Well, this is all because of pollution, and it's called smog. There's also global warming, which I mentioned before. It also has short and long-term effects on your health, according to eSchool.com. These effects include nausea and headaches for short term, and things like nerve damage and cancer in the long run. So you can see how much pollution actually really affects us. So you might be asking, how do we fix it? Well, first we need to ask, when is pollution too much? And according to mpca.org, 75 parts to a billion is the current level, which is actually way too high for what we need it to be. They said our goal should be 60 parts per billion. And as you can see, that's a huge difference. But it's not a difference that we can't overcome. So you might be asking, how do we reach this goal? Well, it's actually pretty simple. First of all, we need to conserve energy. This means turning off your lights, your TVs, or any other electronic devices when you aren't using them. Another would be to limit your driving. So this means if you're driving 2 minutes away, you might want to start walking or riding your bike, or just doing that in general. Another thing that we should do is seal household cleaners, chemicals, or paints. This is because if you leave them open, they actually evaporate into the air and hurt the environment. Another big thing is to use electric things instead of gas-powered things, because it actually cuts down on the CO2. And this could be anything from your lawn tools, such as your weed whackers, trimmers, or chainsaws, to things like as big as cars. Another thing is you need to be consistent, because if you only do it half the time, you aren't helping the environment as much as you could. You have to be patient, because it's not going to happen overnight. You have to be flexible, because you're going to have to change some of the normal things that you do. Having a better environment would also impact our future. With better environment, people would be a lot better off. First of all, they'd be in better health. This would be because you don't have the headaches or nausea that you get in short-term effects, and there'd be less chance to get nerve damage or cancer in the long run. There would also be a lot of new technology. This is because a lot of things would be changing to like wind power or hydropower or things like that, which would actually create a lot of jobs for people all over the world and create opportunities for a lot of people all over the world. It would also just make the world a better place to live. It would be a lot cleaner, and with a lot cleaner world, it's a lot better place. It also affects the environment and makes it a lot better too. Because a lot like us, plants and animals need clean air in order to survive. They're having health risks right now because of that too. There would also be a lot more ozone which would actually help protect us from the sun's rays. With that, it would also help protect our environment too. It'd make the Earth cooler and make the polar ice caps return. This would help our Arctic environment and help animals such as like polar bears, who are going extinct right now, thrive again because of the new snowy and icy conditions. So, in conclusion, I hope I have convinced you that the environment needs our help and we are the ones that are going to have to save it. The environment right now can't handle how much we are polluting, and it is actually directly impacting us due to health risks in the short and long term. There are many ways to help, whether you go out and recycle, conserve energy, or get an electric car. This is your future and your world, so you have to go out and change it.